Evening, children. I hope you all are fine by the grace of God. Today, for our English, we're going to learn a new lesson. The topic of the lesson: Harry Potter learns Quidditch. I'm sure you all might have heard about this movie instead of this reading the story. You all would have watched the movie. So many series, that is number one, number two, number three, like that. Continuously, so many movies were made out of this character, Harry Potter. The author of this book is called John Kathleen Rowling, is a renowned British author. Renowned means well-known British author who has won millions of hearts with her Harry Potter series. The idea of Harry Potter struck her while she was waiting for a train. The roller coaster ride of Harry's life touched so many people that many movie adaptations were made after the release of the book. Okay, after she released the book, many movies were made based on this story. Okay, in this, we are going to learn only a small portion of the story. And what if one day you open your eyes and find that you have turned into a wizard? You know who is a wizard? A man who has magical powers. How would you feel? The following extract from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone shows how a young wizard discovers the joys of his magical world. The other characters in this extract are Ron, who is Ron, Harry's friend, and Oliver Wood, Harry's mentor. Now, the scene begins like this. Harry had a lot of trouble keeping his mind on his lessons that day. It kept wandering. Sometimes you want to concentrate, but you are not able to. Your mind thinks of so many things, many wanted, unwanted things. It means the mind kept wandering up to the dormitory. This or I have underlined, or is a silent. Dormitory is a large room with many beds, usually in schools and colleges. In the hostels where the students sleep, that is called dormitory. Where his new broomstick, I'm sure the wizard always, you all can imagine, they will sit in the broomstick and the broomstick will carry them, like fly them, isn't it? You have seen. The broomstick was lying under his bed, okay, or straying off to the Quidditch pitch where he would be learning to play that night. It's a game like Quidditch. Quidditch is a game. And he bolted his dinner. That means ate very fast. Ate his dinner very quickly that evening without noticing what he was eating, and then rushed upstairs with Ron to unwrap. Unwrap means to open the Nimbus 2000 atlas. And wow! Ron sighed as the broomstick rolled onto Harry's bedspread. So, what is this? Nimbus 2000? It is the name of the broomstick that was meant for Harry to use. Like nowadays, we got this bike, Kawasaki, Suzuki, like that. His broomstick's name is called Nimbus 2000. Okay. So, as soon as he touched it, it rolled on to Harry's bedspread. Even Harry, who knew nothing about the different brooms, thought it looked wonderful. He doesn't know any of these. Like, for example, and the cricket players, the football players, they all have got something special about their ball, about the bat, like that. This broomstick they're talking about. Even Harry, who knew nothing about the different brooms, thought it looked wonderful, sleek and shiny, with a mahogany. It is like a kind of a tree, like we say, teak wood, rosewood, red, like that. Um, this is a reddish brown timber. That broomstick was made out of that timber, that wood. The handle was sleek and shiny with a mahogany handle. It had a long tail of neat, straight twigs and Nimbus 2000 written in gold near the top. So that is the broomstick he got. As 7 o'clock drew nearer, Harry left the castle and set off towards the Quidditch pitch in the dusk. See, dawn means before this we could see the sun, there will be some light. That is called dawn. Dusk means the sun already sets, but we cannot see the sun. But still light will be there. That is called dusk. So in the evening. He had never been inside the stadium before. Hundreds of seats were raised in stands around the pitch so that the spectators were high enough to see what was going on. At either end of the pitch were three golden poles with hoops. Hoops is round ring on the end. They reminded Harry of the little plastic sticks Muggle children. That means Muggle children. That means children of non-magical parents. Blew bubbles through, except that they were 50 feet high. These poles were 50 feet high. Too eager to fly again to wait forward, Harry mounted his broomstick. Mounted means he sat on the broomstick and kicked off from the ground. So, what a feeling! He swooped in and out of the goal posts and then sped up and down the swooped in and out means flew quickly and suddenly downwards. So then sped up and down the pitch. The Nimbus 2000 returned wherever he wanted at his lightest touch. If he touched the broomstick light, it immediately turned wherever he wished to go. "Hey, Potter, come down." Oliver Wood had arrived. He was carrying a large wooden crate under his arm. Harry landed next to him. What was a crate? Crate is the box usually made of wood. And what was in that? "Very nice," said Wood, his eyes glinting. That means sparkling, shining. "I see what McGonagall, that is a name of the professor. Okay, what meant? You really are a natural." That means the way he was flying up and down with the broomstick, the way he was handling, the professor had told him that he is a real wizard. So he is appreciating and admitting about who Wood is telling, you really are a natural. I'm just going to teach you the rules this evening. Then you will be joining team practice 3 times a week. He opened the crate, the box he opened. Inside were four different sized balls. Four different sized balls were there. Right? Said Bert. Now, Quidditch is easy enough to understand, even if it's not too easy to play. It's easy to understand, but very difficult to play. There are 7 players on each side, opposite each. 7 players will be there in each group, each team. 3 of them are called chasers. 7 each side. Out of 7, 3 are called chasers. 3 chasers, Harry repeated as Wood took out a bright red ball about the size of a football. This ball is called the Guaffle, said Wood. The chasers throw the Guaffle to each other and try and get it through one of the hoops. Hoops is a large ring, circle of iron, that is hoops. 10 points every time the Guaffle goes through one of the hoops. Follow me? That means what? Can you understand? So, what Potter is doing? The chasers threw the Guaffle and put it through the hoops to score. Harry recited, that means repeated. So, that's sort of like basketball on broomsticks with the 6 hoops, isn't it? What's basketball? Said Wood curiously. Never mind, said Harry quickly. Now, there's another player on each side who is called the keeper. I am keeper for Gryffindor. Okay, Gryffindor is a group of, it's one group of team, another group is another. For this Gryffindor, who is the keeper? Wood is a keeper. I have to fly around our hoops and stop the other team from scoring. So, again, who is repeating? Harry Potter. 3 chasers, 1 keeper, said Harry, who was determined to remember it all. And they play with the Guaffle. Okay, got that. So, what are they for? He pointed at the 3 balls left inside the box. I'll show you now, said Bert. Take this. He handed Harry a small club. Club means in the golf and all you have seen, and baseball also you can see. A heavy stick with one end thicker than the other. So he is giving him the club, a bit like a rounder's bat. Rounder's bat means a bat and a ball game like cricket. Like cricket, there is a game called rounders. Okay, and so that kind of bat is giving him. Who Wood is giving to Harry Potter. I am going to show you what the this is called bludgers. Who is a blugger means? A person who avoids working. That is human wise, but this ball does the job. That means what? It is avoiding from people catching it. Okay, I'm going to show you what the bludgers do. Wood said, these two are the bludgers. He showed Harry 2 identical balls. That means the same. Identical means they look the same. Jet black and slightly smaller than the red Guaffle. It is quite smaller than the Guaffle is one kind of ball, and these 2 bludgers are the other 2 balls. Harry noticed that they seemed to be straining to escape the straps holding them inside the box. That means as if they have got life and they want to escape from the chain that was holding. Like that they were showing the action. Stand back, would want Harry. So before he could release these bludgers, he's telling Harry to move back. He bent down and freed one of the bludgers. So who would bend down from the box he released, opened one chain. At once, that means immediately, the black ball rose high in the air and then pelted straight at Harry's face. Pelted is like throwing, hitting. The ball came and hit Harry's face. Harry swung at it with the bat to stop it. So he already got a bat in his hand, isn't it? With that he was swinging, stopping the bludger, breaking his nose and sent it zigzagging away into the air. It zoomed around their heads and then shot at Wood. The ball moved away from Harry Potter and shot at Miss came and hit at Wood, who dived on top of it and managed to pin it to the ground. So when it came to Wood, what Wood did, it just caught it and just pinned it. That means pushed it to the ground. See? Wood panted. Like that he was struggling so hard to catch it. Okay. Forcing the struggling Badger back into the crate. That ball, he wanted to put it back into the chain, tie it up, strapping it down safely. The bludgers rock around, trying to knock players off their brooms. So what is the work of these bludgers? They will try to knock, that means push the person from the broom. That's why you have 2 beaters on each team. So 3 chasers, 2 bludgers, and how many beaters? 2 beaters are there on each team. The Weasley twins are ours. They are called Weasley twins, and they are going to be in Gryffindor's team. That is Harry Potter's team. That's their job, to protect their side from the bludgers and try and knock them towards the other team. So think you have got all that. So now what Harry Potter is doing, he's repeating once again from the beginning. 3 chasers try and score with the waffle. The keepers got the goalposts. So one is 3 chasers. What are they trying to do? They are trying to score points with the waffle. And the keeper has to protect the goal post and make sure the opposite team doesn't make goals. And beaters keep the bludgers away from their team. Harry reeled off. He was like repeating. So this is their job, this is their job, like that. Very good, said Wood. Have the bludgers ever killed anyone? Harry asked, hoping he sounded offhand. That means disinterested. He was not interested. So Wood is answering, never at Hogwarts. Never at Hogwarts. That is the name of the school or college, whatever they are studying about the wizard. We have had a couple of broken jaws, but nothing worse than that. Now, the last member of the team is the seeker. So we have already learned 1 keeper, 3 chaser, that is 4. And 5 and 6 is what? They are the beaters. And 1 person is who? The seeker. So 3 chaser, 1 keeper, 2 beaters, and 1 seeker. So 7 in a team. So now the last member of the team is the seeker. That's you. So who is a seeker in this Gryffindor team? Harry Potter. And you don't have to worry about the Waffle or the Bludgers. Waffle is a big ball and Bludgers is the two small balls. You remember, these are all balls. Unless they crack my head open. That means what? I will be protecting you. Unless they break, they will not be able to reach you. So you don't worry about these three balls. So who is telling? Don't worry. The Weasleys are more than a match for the Bluggers. I mean, they are like a pair of human bludgers themselves. Wood reached into the crate. He is going down to get something from the box and took out the fourth and the last ball. Compared with the waffle and the bludgers, it was tiny. Tiny means very small. Compared to those three balls, this fourth one is very small. About the size of a large walnut. I'm sure you all have seen the walnut. It's very hard to crack open it. As big as this walnut, a large walnut. It was bright gold and had little fluttering silver wings. So how does this ball looks, the fourth one? Bright gold color and two silver wings. This, said Wood, is the golden snitch. So the fourth ball's name is called what? Golden snitch. And it's the most important ball of the lot. That means for this game, this is the most important. It's very hard to catch because it's so fast and difficult to see. It's the seeker's job to catch it. The seeker has to catch it. You have got to weave in and out of the chasers. Weave means, you know what is weave? When they make clothes, the what is a thread goes in and out. Like that, he also has to, Harry Potter has to go in and out of the chasers, beaters, bludgers and waffle to get it, what? To get the golden snitch. To get the golden snitch and get it before the other team's seeker. Before the other team's seeker catch it, you have to go and catch it, because whichever seeker catches the snitch wins his team an extra 150 points. So they nearly always win. Whoever catches this golden snitch, the team wins. That's why seekers get fouled so much. A game of Quidditch is only ends when the snitch is caught. So it can go for ages. I think the record is 3 months. So for 3 months a game went on, it seems. They had to keep bringing on substitute. Substitute means temporary players, so the players could get some sleep. Well, that's it. Any questions? Harry shook his head. He understood what he had to do all right. It was doing it that was going to be the problem. So he understood the game. He has to do it. Children, I want you to read this story over and over and learn the words, new words and the meanings. And this is comprehension, the first exercise we will do. The other exercise we will do in the next class. Choose the correct options and write on the blanks. The Nimbus 2000 had a dash handle. Mahogany, that is the name of the tree. The timber is the wood name. Okay. Mahogany. Gani. Next, when Harry left for the Quidditch pitch, it was dusk. Number 3, the club that Wood gave Potter looked like a rounders bat. Number 4, the Weasley twins were beaters. Number 5, Harry was the seeker and his job was to catch the golden snitch. So children, read the story 2-3 times, try to understand and go take a dictionary and find the meaning for each word and learn the new words and the meanings. Write each new words 5 times in your rough notes and complete the comprehension book exercise A and learn. Have a good day, children. Bye.